need these. We'll see. I'm so excited to be here with you. Welcome to Rediscover Who You Are, Become a Manifestation Queen, our 5-day speaker series where we have brought together, myself and my team have brought together some amazing speakers to speak to you about manifesting great things in your life, whether it's your physical health, whether it's relationships, whether it's money, whether it's connection to your divine self. So I'm super excited. I just want to check to make sure we're fully connected here. Let me see before we dive deeply in. So I'm excited, and let me see. Irish, are we here? Are we connected? Let me know. I think that's a yes. I'm welcome everybody, and I created this series to get out of your head and into your heart, because when we're in heart, we get to bring to life with our dreams, our creations with ease, with gentleness, with compassion, with excitement. And so we are starting our series today. If you haven't registered, go to rediscoverwhoyouare.com, register. It's free. You get access to these speakers who are of money, of self-empowerment, of through your physical, being in alignment with who you are. Super powerful speakers. I'm your host and your coach this week, Brenda Kiss, and I've helped hundreds and thousands of women actually reconnect back with their heart, to get rid of stress, anxiety, overwhelm, to live a life of joy, happiness, and to create and manifest wonderful things in your life. So I am going to tell everybody, welcome, Laura. Nice to see you. And today I wanted to share, you had 3 powerful speakers. So every day you're getting emails, you get your speakers. I don't know if that worked. Okay. So we get to have, did you get your speakers for today? You got them in an email this morning at 8 a.m. Eastern. You have 24 hours to listen to them, unless you want to go ahead and grab the backstage pass, which you can, and then you have access to the speakers all the time. I will tell you that the speakers, some of the speakers actually took you through processes to help you create space for manifestation. So it would actually be a great idea for you to grab the backstage pass so that you can watch them multiple times. So let's see. I wanted to share today, and intention for you this week is to really help you manifest something in your life. So this morning, today, you have access to Anita, Jody, and Sarah. Jody talks about questioning and becoming curious within yourself. And Sarah talks about money, making money your lover and healing your relationship with money. And Anita also talks about how to manifest money. So over these next few days together, and if you haven't listened to them, they're a lot of fun. They're beautiful and super, super powerful. And you want to grab their free gifts that they offered. So make sure you go ahead and grab their free gifts. It's in the email and also in the page where you watch the interviews. And so with everything that is happening this week, with all of the information that you're going to be given, with all of the techniques and all of the resources and all of the love that is being shared with you, I want to create a challenge for you this week, right? I always say action plus knowledge equals transformation. So you're going to receive a bunch of knowledge, a bunch of things to take action on. And I'm going to challenge you to take action this week and manifest something by Friday, right? So first, before we talk about that real quick, I just want to give you some myths around manifesting. Manifesting consciously or all the time. It's not one thing. It's yes, you are manifesting, and you're manifesting all the time. You just get to realize that, are you manifesting consciously? you're intentional? Are you manifesting unconsciously? Which means that you're just going about life, letting life happen to you, living from your circumstances, unaware of your thoughts, and not giving yourself any power in your world or any creation, right? Consciously manifesting means that you are consciously aware of what's going on. You're digging deep into yourself and understanding yourself and what's in your subconscious mind, because it's in your subconscious mind that you manifest, that you create from. And your subconscious mind it runs 95% of your activities or lack of activities, and your conscious mind cannot compete with your subconscious mind. It just doesn't work that way. So even if you do manifest with will, there's going to be I'll say either self-sabotage that happens after that, where you take your manifestation away, or you get super, super exhausted. And the first myth that I hear or that I've witnessed with manifesting is that you can think about it. Just think about what you want. Just think about it. It's just going to happen. And that's not true. You can't think about something and will it into your life. You get to think about it, visualize it, feel it, and take it all in. When you think about something and you're thinking and thinking and thinking, there's no inspired action. There's no self-development. Manifestation comes from consciously manifesting, right? Comes from what I call a rocket of desire. You're living on this frequency, and all of a sudden you have an idea, which is a desire, a rocket of desire, an inspiration that's up here, but you're still living down here. So if you're just thinking about what you want, you are doing nothing. You're not healing the gap here. You're doing nothing. And so the manifestation still is already going to be out there, right? When you set a manifestation, it is done. It is complete. It is there. But thinking about it is not going to get you there. You actually have to do the gap healing to get you there. That's what I call it, the gap healing. The healing that's in between where you are and where you want to go. Right? So if we have this rocket of desire, it's already complete. The universe has already completed. All you have to do is catch up to that frequency. And catch up to that frequency, you have to be willing to dive in. You have to be willing to go in and see what your subconscious thoughts are. Feel the feelings that you have. Become super aware of your thoughts and your intentions. So thinking about your manifestation is not going to get there. You have to complete the gap healing. You have to be willing to take inspired action, right? And that leads me to myth number 2, where it takes a lot of energy to make your manifestation come true. And here's the truth. The truth is, yes, you can manifest that way. I call it, when you're a female, and you're manifesting that way, you're in your masculine energy. I've done it 100,000 times when I was younger, right? Like, you can manifest through doing. That's what masculine energy is a doing action. And what happens is, when you manifest through doing, when you manifest through your masculine energy, your manifestation can come true 100%. But what happens is you get stressed, you get overwhelmed, you get exhausted, you get to the point of like breakdown. And it reminds me of my first year in business, almost 8 years ago, 9 years ago, 10 years ago, something like that, almost 10 years ago, actually. And I remember I needed to reach a financial goal because I had invested in myself, and I needed to reach this financial goal. So I was doing whatever it took to reach this goal so I could pay off my financial, the loan I had took out from my commitment, my education, actually. And I remember thinking at the end of that year, I was like, oh my gosh, I do not want to do that again. It was so much work, so much hustle, so much of that forced energy. And I was just like, no, that's not where I want to be living from. That's not how I want to manifest, because it leaves me feeling depleted and exhausted. So you want to learn how to, and from that experience, what I've learned to do is actually help people manifest from receivership, from their feminine essence, from leading with their heart, from being open to receiving. And this is where the work comes in, where you stop the thinking and you don't go into doing, right? That's the masculine. You get to do in the internal work. You get to learn how to master your energy and your thoughts and your feelings and your emotions, because it's your emotions that attract things in your life. And if you are disconnected from your emotions, disconnected from your thoughts and your feelings, then you're attracting into your life from that space, whatever those are, and you don't even know what it is. So you want to manifest from your heart, and that's by digging in, feeling into your heart, feeling into your thoughts, and that's where the work comes in with manifesting, into self-discovery. That's why this is called Rediscover Who You Are, right? You get to rediscover you. You were born to be a queen. You were born to have and do and be what you want. We were not put on this earth to suffer. We were put on this earth to blossom and to expand and to into consciousness, into love, into divine. So the work in manifesting comes from doing, from really being in receivership and doing the self-discovery work to keep you open to receiving. And the more that you're open to receiving, the easier it is for your manifestation to happen. That's where the gap healing happens, right? Myth number 3 comes from, oh, my manifestation isn't working. I keep setting my goal and it's not happening. I must change what I want. Maybe I'm not supposed to have that. The truth is, as soon as you have a rocket of desire, it is complete. Anything else is the ego keeping you from the gap healing. The ego likes exactly where you are. It likes you to be right here, exactly where you are. So you get to shift that by recognizing that, okay, the ego wants me to stay here. My rocket of desire is complete in this frequency up here. I'm going to let the ego go and I'm going to rise up. But what most people do is they get wishy-washy around what they want. They set an intention and then they're not willing to do the gap healing. So they start changing what they want. And then they change again and they change again and they change again. But the truth is the roots are already sprouted to what you want. They're right there. It's about to blossom. But you get to trust the process. You get to trust the process of you, of rediscovering you, of healing, of doing that gap healing, right? Do not let these myths stop you from being and having what you want in this life. So what's one thing? What is one thing you want today, not today, that you want to create in these next 5 days? So think about it. 5 days. What is it that you want to create in 5 days? Is it an extra $100 by Friday? Is it a date with somebody that you don't know? Or is it a date with your significant other? Is it a gift? Maybe you want to receive a gift, a free gift, a gift from someplace. Or maybe it's as simple as a parking spot or easy banking or, easy a return that you have to do. Right now, I want you to think about something you want to manifest in 5 days. So it's something that you can believe that you can achieve, but it's a little bit of a stretch. Like, I know I can, but I'm not quite sure how it's going to work or how this will unfold. So it's something that you feel, because here, remember, we talked about the gap healing. If you set something to achieve in 5 days and you have all of this to heal, chances are you might need longer to 5 days, or the ego might show up big time and be like, oh my gosh, that's too much to heal, and try to take you out of the game. So we want the gap healing to be something small, where there's just a few thoughts, a few feelings, a few things that you get to overcome and look at and acknowledge, so that you can move through that gap healing by Friday. Right? And we'll work on that tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday, so that you can manifest what you want by Friday. So what is it? What's something that you want to manifest? Drop it below. We want to get super clear on this. Nothing wishy-washy, nothing nothing that at the end of Friday you have to know that you have to have it. So create an intentional day routine. So is that like a morning routine, an afternoon routine, an all-day routine, like building out a schedule? Is that what you mean by that? Or just being intentional with your time? How will you know Laura, how will you know that you've created that by Friday? And when you have that answer, that's what the manifestation is, right? How do you know you will create that by Friday? So say your intentional day routine is something along the lines of I will feel less scattered. Okay, so less scattered. Let's talk about what you would, in a positive way, what would that be? Um, so less scattered. So that to me can mean a lot of things. So if you're not scattered, what would you be feeling? And whatever that feeling is, that's the manifestation. That's the goal. That's where you want to end up on Friday, right? So if you're not scattered, say you're centered or calm or at peace, right? So that's the goal. That's the manifestation. And so you want to write it out something like this. It is Friday, March 10th, I believe Friday's date is. Is that correct? Yes, it is Friday, March 10th, 2023. And I am feeling centered, calm, centered. I am feeling centered. And then you want to put down, as you're centered, what other things come to your mind? How does that make you feel? Right. So give yourself some feelings with feeling centered. So it's March 10th, 2023, and I feel I am centered and I feel great. I feel calm. I feel clear. I have clarity, whatever it is. Right. That becomes your manifestation. Right. And so every day before you go to bed, you're going to read your manifestation. Every morning when you wake up, you're going to, before you get out of bed, it's like the first thing you do in your morning, you're going to ask yourself, what are my 3 steps to achieve my manifestation? What are my 3 action steps today? Let me rephrase that. What are my 3 action steps today to achieve those manifestations? And when you have those 3 steps, they become your to-do list, right? Maybe it's a way of being. Maybe it's a healing process that you're being guided to do. I don't know. Whatever those 3 steps are, write them. And it might be the same step over and over again. It might be 3 different steps. It doesn't matter what they are. Trust what comes to you. And most people say, they go, well, I didn't hear anything. I didn't get any messages. Well, that means we get to practice really tuning in. So you can give yourself another sentence to say, I give myself permission to hear my 3 inspired actions. What are they? Right? Sometimes we need to give ourselves permission and get over the ego and to get into the subconscious. So whatever those 3 action steps are, write them down. And that becomes the things you get to do. And as you get to do them, celebrate and acknowledge that you are on your way to your manifestation. Manifestation loves excitement, loves celebration, loves acknowledgement, loves fun. So when you receive your steps, your action steps, celebrate. Woohoo! Even if you receive one. And if you don't receive any and you remember to do this in the morning, celebrate that. You get to celebrate that so that you get into that energy. Manifestation doesn't live down here. This is where people are, right? Manifestation is on this frequency up here. That's excitement, appreciation, knowledge, power, intuition. It's like gratitude, fun, engagement, authenticity. And so that's where you get to, once you celebrate and acknowledge the things that you're doing from your inspiration. See, you are given signs all the time. All the time. And these signs get covered up by stories, limitations, things that happen to you, even though I believe everything happens for you. And so that's where you want to get started today. You want to register. The link is in the description above. I am having a free masterclass on my top secrets to manifesting on Wednesday. So it will help boost you into what you want for Friday. So you want to come to that, where you get lots of different tools and healings to open you up to receive. I will come back and read the comments, and so if you drop your manifestation here, read the comments so that I can just guide you on tweaking it in and in and in. If you have not listened to our speakers yet, go ahead. If you're having any challenges there, please reach out to me or my team@brendakiss.com, and we'll be happy to help you. The speakers are unbelievable, this workshop, this series. I've had, obviously I've had the pleasure of listening to all of them, knowing all of them, and meeting all of them. And they are really, really, they're really incredible women. And not only are they incredible, they share so much. They've given you so much in this experience, in these interviews. So highly, set the time aside, watch them, grab their free offers. Each speaker has an incredible offer to give you, so you want to go ahead and grab their free offer. You want to register for our free class together, and drop down any questions here. There will be a post in the group around each speaker. I encourage you, because the speakers are here in the group as well, I encourage you to write any questions, takeaways, what you received, give them some love. They've given you a lot of love. Give them some love back by sharing in their posts what what your takeaway was from their talk, right? They poured their heart into this presentation for you this week. And so you get to give them some love back and share with them what you're going to implement from their talk. And remember, action plus knowledge equals transformation. Let me just read some of the comments here. Oh, I love that. We're going to manifest $1,000 easily by Friday. Yes, totally, totally doable. I want to manifest a regular weekly schedule, working out and yoga 3 times. Monique, what would working out, is working out different than yoga 3 times so I can feel more calm and less stress? So so is the outcome to feel calm and less stress? If that's the outcome, that's your manifestation. Right now see, here's what happens with manifestation. We think we know what to do to create the manifestation. If the manifestation is to feel calm, oh, I lost it. The comment. Facebook doesn't let me see all the comments. Can I see them here? I don't. Yes, it's different. It's the gym. So you are actually telling the how. When you're in manifestation, you have to release the how. You are not in charge of the how. So if your desired outcome is to feel calm, I wouldn't even use less stress. I would use another word: calm and centered, calm and grounded, calm, whatever less stress, the opposite of that is for you. You want to release the how to get there. Because honestly, you would already be there if you knew the how. Right? So you get to set the manifestation to feel calm and whatever less stress is for you. And then take the daily actions. Maybe it's working out at the gym. Maybe it's yoga. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's a walk. Maybe it's a phone call with a friend. I'm not sure. But your higher self knows, your guidance knows, and that's where you get to tap into the how, right? Now, if you want to work out at the gym because you want to feel healthier or stronger or release weight or compete for a muscle, like, some type of competition. So your manifestation would be the end results. And then tune in every day to see what your guidance is for that. Sometimes we think we know what we need to do. And the truth is, we don't know what we need to do, or we be doing it. You got to get quiet. You got to get still, and you get to take the inspired action that the universe is providing for you, that your higher self is connected to, right? Your inner wisdom. We don't want to consciously. It reminds me. I used to be what are those called? Like a diet person on all these different diets, right? Because I didn't want to put any trust in myself, right? So when I go to want to release weight, I'm like, oh, I know what I have to do. I have to do this. I have to do this. I have to do this. No, the truth is, if that was the truth, then I would be doing it. Or the truth is, I don't know where my body is right now. And I don't know what's new for what my body needs in this moment. But it's, again, trusting the process, tuning in. What does my body need or want? to get healthier, to be stronger, to be leaner, to be more fit. Because we may have ideas of what it is, but until we tune in and listen, we're in that conscious, we're willing it. It's like, we got to go do this. We got to be in the act of doing. So again, remember, we want to be in the act of receivership. We want to be in receiving the answers, receiving the guidance, and not having to figure it out or working or doing it, or, we have to take the action that we're given when we're in that receiving. But that stuff comes easy because it's inspired action. Inspired action happens like that. Push action takes energy. Just think of, like, when you're inspired to do something, you're going to make it happen, because it's just there's the God within you that wants to do this. When you have to do it on your own, it's like pushing a ball up a mountain, like a bowling ball or a medicine ball or something up a mountain. So you get to get into receivership, find those inspired actions, and take that action today, and then tomorrow, and then Thursday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. So every day we'll speak into this. We'll talk about what's coming up for you. We'll talk about start to tune in. As soon as you set a manifestation, you get to start to tune into the thoughts, the feelings, and the emotions that are coming up. And we'll work on that tomorrow. Right now we're here, we're getting clear. Today's job is to get clear on what you want, and then tune in. What are the thoughts, feeling, and emotions that are coming up to achieve your manifestation? That's what we get to work on, the gap healing. We cannot work on the gap healing if you don't tune in. So tune into that. Go listen to the speakers, grab their free gift, register for your masterclass, get clarity on what you're manifesting this week. Become that manifestation queen. Realize that you have the potential to create whatever you want in this world. And I can't wait to see what we create by Friday. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.